All right, folks, it's Farrell down here at Union Station for the HOSTLERS Model Railroad Show. It's quite an event. The place is packed full of trains and vendors and people who love model railroads and everything. So let's walk around, talk to some people, and find out what's going on. The best part is I get in free. Is that physically or mentally? That's what I want to know. Guess we'll find out. Can I get your name?
I'm Jake Martin.
And Jake, what is it that you're doing down here?
I'm helping my wife man the Burger King station here at the what's the thing? I don't even know the name of this.
Union Station.
Union Station. That's
the HOSTLERS Model Railroad Show.
That's right.
See, this is a guy. Here's what he's doing. I'm here helping my wife, which loosely translates in I'm here because if I don't show up, I'm going to be in trouble. Right? Is that what it is?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah. All right, can I get your name?
Yeah, Doug Wright.
Doug Wright, of course. You know what? I've heard your voice. If you would have talked, I would have known exactly who you were.
Well, you know, sometimes it gives me away. And sometimes people just run, you know, they flee.
The people ever come to you, you sound so familiar. Where do I know you from? You ever get that?
Yeah, I do. And they'll I'll be going through the checkout stand or something, and all of a sudden they'll look up and go, You're that guy. You know? Yeah, I'm that guy.
You have no idea who I am. I just haven't. All right, can I get your name?
My name's Glenna Dezabo.
And how do you know Mark?
I am his lovely wife.
Oh, my apologies. Is it tough living with him?
Actually, it's terrible.
Is it horrible?
Yes, he works for the Union Pacific Railroad, as we've talked about before, and so he goes on the train. So I have that whole at least 24 hours without him.
Really? And that's like when all the fun stuff happened, right?
Yeah, then I can run amok.
It's peace and quiet. You don't have to listen to anybody yammering in your ear.
I don't have to cook the meals, do the laundry, anything. It's all peace and quiet.
I've always found that's the best way to say, instead of saying, well, the old lady forced me to come, you say, I'm here helping my wife. And you sound like a good guy and you look good in her eyes. And so have you ever been to an event like this before?
I haven't. No.
So what do you think?
I think it's really cool. I mean, growing up, most of my fascination was with space, but I still think trains were just as cool. Yeah.
So you're down here you going to get you a model train?
Oh, I've had a model train since I was a kid and just treasure it. And this is one of the highlights of the year. I mean, it really is. I love the HOSTLERS Model Railroad Festival. And you know what I love, too, is the way it's set up here in Ogden. I mean, this is Railroad Town, Utah, no doubt about it. And to be here in this historic building and have the real deals outside, to have the little miniature railroad for the kids out front, and about anything a model railroader could dream of, it's here.
I wonder if I can get my wife a job with him. That would be great, right?
Speaking of which, where is Holly?
Our friend Holly couldn't make it today. So, no, that was great. It amazes me the level of detail these guys go into on some of these trains.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, just all these little sets that have different environments. It's pretty neat. Yeah.
What gets me is how much, because the Union Station's huge, and almost every single room's full. You got model trains, you got vendors, you got guys. I come here one year and I don't think I realized how big it was. I think I missed half of it.
Oh, yeah. People who think they're just going to be here an hour or so. Oh, come on. What you need to do, and, you know, for those who live in Salt Lake City like I do, I mean, you come up on the front runner, make it a whole day train experience. Come up on the front runner, just a little short walk, and come over here and just make a day of it.
When he does his painting and stuff,
Yes.
is he like a kid? Does he leave his brushes everywhere and a big mess? And you got it now.
Yes,
now.
he actually had to build a whole art studio outside of the house where he could go do his little man cave stuff and be in the art studio.
Like, look, I'm your wife, not your mom. I'm not picking up your brushes and all that crap.
Leave your paintings all over. I don't want that smell in the house. It's not good. So, yeah, it works out perfect.
You're like, hey, put your shoes on. I don't want the smell in the house, right?
That's exactly it.
So, seeing how we're here at the train show, my friend Bill here tells me you're a singer. Do you got any songs about trains, or are you not a country singer?
Well, I have songs that actually have the sound of a train, like kind of the rhythm of a train. Yeah, a couple songs I've written. So.
Oh, so you actually write them. You just don't hack other people's and go.
Yep.
How many songs you written?
Probably around 100.
And how many of them are good?
Maybe one. Just kidding. I hope all 100.
Good times for sure. Kids, everybody's here.
Oh, everybody. And I love the fact that so many Boy Scouts come here. Mike Murphy was telling me that they're going to have over 200 Boy Scouts that will get their merit badges here. And if you're a collector, too, they have so many things. Works of art, railroad memorabilia, I mean, everything. I'm trying to talk one of the artists here into doing a scene out of Eureka. So,
There you go.
yeah.
All righty, well, you're probably busy and done talking to me, but thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Hey, I heard you were going to cut back a little bit.
Cut back on what, Mike?
Everything. You should cut back on everything.
Who have you been talking to?
Nobody. I just.
So you just assume that I'm in excess all the time.
That's right. I really do.
Alrighty, well, now he's probably going to kill me because I talked to you. But hey, I appreciate your time, and we'll go see if we can run him down somewhere.
You got it. You guys have fun.
Oh, there he is, right there. Oh. I don't know what I did.
It's funny.
Hi, Mark. What?
She told me you need to go to the restroom because Farrell might show up.
She's like, it's like every time I go to the restroom, I think of Farrell. It's not right. I don't. So the question I have, if you're a musician, you have a guitar, and you play, how on earth do you play and sing at the same time? Because I try to play the guitar, and like when I start playing, and I even try to have another thought other than what my hands are doing, it goes totally right.
It just takes practice, honestly. It's a muscle memory thing, so you just gotta practice every day. Try it. Try new stuff.
That's what they tell me, practice. I'm too lazy to. I want it right now. I don't want to work on it. I don't want it to. So.
Well, yeah, I just gotta put in the hours. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Likewise, thank you.
I don't live that glamorous or exciting life as you would think I
I
would.
can tell that. I can tell that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the life of you, Mike. I imagine you're 24/7, right? Balloons and clowns all the time, right? Confetti.
That's true. You got it. You got it.
I need to come hang out with you.
Hey, try it sometime. You won't be able to keep up.
Probably not. How you been, man?
Good to see you.
You too.
Yeah. My favorite crowd surfing host.
Yes.
Sea Monkey.
Sea monkey.
Yeah, Sea Monkey.
I'm not picking up what you're putting down there.
It's a bit of a story. Is Holly here?
No, not today.
Okay.
Buddy, can I get your name?
James Kuttner from Denver, Colorado.
Can you tell me, these things are cool. I was just walking through and I told Bill, holy smokes, look how cool these things are. Can you tell me what they are and how you go about it?
Okay, I start with a 4x4 sheet of 16 gauge cold rolled steel. And then I design all of the artwork on computer and then convert and do the drawing, then convert those lines over to CAD CAM, and then the CNC plasma cutting table does the actual cutting.
So, what's going on? How many people we got here today? What's happening? You're the man, right?
I'm the man, and this is a Hostler Train Show again. This is our 27th annual, all right? Just think, you're not even that old
I
yet.
was just going to say, have you been to all 27? You can't be that old, are you?
I have been to all 27.
You probably missed the first 10, right?
That's true, I was sleeping.
Sea monkey.
Sea Monkey.
What's up with that?
Okay. Do you know what a sea monkey is?
Isn't it like brine shrimp or something you throw? Yeah.
Exactly. And
I got ripped off out of a magazine when I was a kid one time with those dang things.
exactly. Okay. We live next to the Great Salt Lake, and that's one of the biggest products out of our Great Salt Lake is sea monkeys. We harvest them every year, right? You knew this.
You know what? You've never lied to me before, so why would you start now?
Okay.
And then I have to finish a surface, clean it, and then weld it, seal it, and put in, the details, whatever, like the telegraph wires and that sort of thing. So I try to make the scenes, as interesting as I can and put it in an environment that where you not only recognize the train, but also the setting.
About how many vendors are here? How many railroad clubs are here?
We got 40 different vendors, and we got 10 different clubs, and we got scales from G scale down to N scale. And that's pretty much the grommet of the scales anyway, is that. Oh, we do have the 1.5 inch scale outside. I always forget about them.
The guy driving the kids around.
Right, the one giving the kids a ride out there. So, yeah, we've got a lot, and we got a lot of different vendors this year. Some new, some old, and some still the same.
So this is a long story. We'll eventually get to the point I'm trying to lead.
All right.
So our trains from Ogden going west to California go across the Great Salt Lake. And so when the brine shrimp harvest is on for the eggs, we see them all the time. They're out there in boats harvesting the brine shrimp. Okay, and so me being an artist, I like to paint what I see, draw what I see. So I thought of brine shrimp, sea monkeys, and let's do a play on it, okay? How's this leading back to you?
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Very cool. And how long does something like this take?
A new one from scratch, about a week to do the designing, programming, and so forth, decide on the scale and the details and that sort of thing. And so about a week. After that, then it can be done in a little over a day to do the cutting and welding and stuff like that.
You have the drawing all set and ready to go. I was just going to say, even if you're not into model railroads and you like art, they've got artists here. It's amazing how many different things tie into this show.
And you know what? There's one artist here that's looking for you, and
I didn't steal anything from him, I promise.
Oh, no, he didn't say that, but he's got a picture that he's going to present to you of Farrell's Fun Train.
I can't wait.
So you better go see.
I'll have to. All righty, well, hey, thanks so much for talking with me, Mike. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Farrell.
Okay. All right. So
he's very hesitant, which bothers me. He's like, this is gonna do one of two things. He's really gonna like it, or he's gonna call me bad names.
you have an open mind, though, and that's why I knew you could accept. So I did this painting, and then I met you 3 years ago, and then I put the two together, and hey, that is Farrell. And so let me show you, okay?
I'm really interested how I coincide with brine shrimp. That's.
And another thing.
So, do you have a website? Is there a way if somebody's interested in this? Is there a way that we could?
Anything, that it's not just trains, but that's what I started with, and farm scenes and then trains, steam engines and that sort of thing on the farm. Like say from the 30s, 40s, 50s, that sort of thing with tractors.
Do you do mainly trains, or do you do everything? Anything at all, huh? Yeah. HeritageMetal.com, HeritageMetalArt.com. Very good. All righty, well, very cool stuff. Thank you so much.
You're good. Thank you.
Buddy, can I get your name?
Lee Witten.
And Bill informs me that you're a bigwig. You're an important person around here. What's going on?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm secretary of the HOSTLERS, and I'm also the archivist here at the museum.
Oh, really? So, like all the records, all the pictures, all that stuff, you keep track of it, right?
Documents. Yeah.
That's quite a responsibility.
Yeah. Have a lot of fun here.
I bet.
Okay. Three years ago, we talked about Farrell's Fun Train.
Yes. I'm still trying to work that through, but UTA is really not answering any of my phone calls.
Well, here's what I came up with.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You can show Bill there.
That's great. And notice how I'm so much better looking than Holly. And thank goodness we have coveralls on. Can I get your name?
My name's John Grubb.
And John, what is it that you're doing down here?
Well, we support the HOSTLERS by running our inch-and-a-half scale train here. We just have a lot of fun offering rides to the kids in a train that's 1/8 scale of the real thing. These are modeled after real railroad cars, just a small scale.
They would never let me do anything like that, probably because I would ruin something.
You have to handle them very carefully.
You got white gloves and everything.
Yeah, we use white gloves.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Now, why would you use? Because I've seen people do that, like when they're handling like antiques and stuff. Why do they wear white gloves?
It's the oil on your hands that get on the paper or the material, and it eventually deteriorates them. So it helps preserve them, keep them from rotting away.
That makes perfect sense then.
Sure.
You'd think I would know something like that. That's one of those things where it's like, well, that's common sense. Well, yeah, after I've been told.
Here's the painting I originally did, and that was before I even met you, Farrell. But then after I met you, this painting was done for a purpose,
That's very cool.
That's you, man.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Way to go.
See what happens, Holly, when you don't show up? We get made fun of a lot.
So, Holly is now a sea monkey. Yes. How will that work for her career?
Well, it certainly can't hurt it. You know, if I haven't managed to destroy it in the last year or so, you know, it should be okay.
Okay, right on.
All righty, well, thank you. Let me put this down real quick.
Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. That's like the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. I appreciate
There you
it.
go. Way to go. Thanks.
Thank you. All righty, can I get your name?
The name is Andrew Watson.
And Andrew, what is it that you're doing down here today?
Well, I'm just getting some money to buy some new trains, I guess.
You like the trains, huh?
Yeah. Well, read the shirt.
Oh, still plays with trains. Yeah, right. So what is it that you like about the model railroad so much?
I guess it's the creativity. And joining these guys has given me a type of brotherhood and camaraderie.
I see you have one on the pedestal. Is that one you're working on? What is that?
A money donation from the Hostler Club helped us put that together and decal it and everything else. Those cars are $1,000 cars.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, the engines, that engine you see running around, Wheelwright Lumber Company, our local lumber yard, donated $1,500. It took us 1 year to build that, all from scratch, but it is modeled after a real 1943 military engine.
So how long have you been with Hostlers?
I've been with Hostlers since 1997.
And you got a big setup at your house?
I have a 12 by 18 layout in my basement.
Really? So you let kids come over and play with it, or you like don't even look at it?
My little grandnephews like to play with it, but Uncle Lee supervises very carefully.
Like Uncle Lee's got about an hour and a half of work into this thing, and they're the better part of $20. Don't be messing with it.
That's right.
All righty, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
You're with the actual Hostlers Model Railroad Club.
I'm with the guys who are putting this show on. Yep.
Oh, very cool. So how long have you played with trains ever since you was a little kid, or?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid. I got my first electric train set when I was probably right when I was in kindergarten or something like that.
So is it just the attention to detail, or what is it that draws you to them?
Well, I guess it's creating your own little world where you can run on your trains and not worry a lot about what goes on outside.
There you go. And no one can tell you can't do it that way because it's your own. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I appreciate your time.
No problem.
You know, I would like to have one of these in my yard. Could you imagine? Do you really?
Yes. I have a track in my backyard and two.
Where do you live? I want to sneak across the fence and hang out.
South Weber.
You probably should. No one ever tells me where they live. This is a new experience for me.
Our Model Railroad Club has about 30 plus members right now. We have 3/4 of a mile of track in South Weber City, in a public park, the Canyon Meadows Park. We give free rides the third Saturday of every month from 11 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's awesome. We're going to have to go down there and see if I can get a ride on the train.
Come, please do. We'd love to have you.
All righty, John. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Alrighty, hey, that's going to do it for me down here at Union Station. If you get a chance, make sure you come down and check out the Hostler Model Railroad Show. It's a great event for the family and a lot of fun.